Yo, I noticed that today's Monday, and I said I was gonna at least put up a video every day of the week, not the weekend. And Monday's almost over, so you know what? Let me get this going. Yo, my name is whatever my name is. Welcome to a channel with no niche. And I'm gonna tell you something. I was watching this movie called The Matrix. And Matrix is kind of crazy because you're looking at a couple of components here. You're looking at Morpheus, you're looking at Neo, you're looking at Trinity, looking at the Oracle, you're looking at the Architect. And the offsets are the machines in the machine world and these Smith brothers, who are not partners with the machine world, although that the machine world and the Smith brothers are going against like Neo and Morpheus and all of those, But the three components I want to pull out to you today is Morpheus, Neo, and the Oracle. Because part one, I realized that it was all about the objective of Morpheus, who happened to be like the biggest prophet oracle dude. And he's there to convince Neo, yo, you've been chosen and you're the one. And the way that he got Neo was by telling him that the world that you're living in that exists right now is going to perish. So you might want to learn how to take the red pill. So he offered him a red and blue pill. Neo was convinced because Morpheus was very, very sure that for some reason Neo's the one to help save, this place called Zion, which is their own people. The machine world's against Zion, and so is the Smith brothers trying to take power. But anyway, not to complicate things. So you're looking at Morpheus, who says, listen, being that he took the red pill, he became rebirthed, into the machine world. And he's no longer just human, but he's now machine and human. But both Morpheus and Neo, after Morpheus taking Neo through like this training boot camp in the machine world of programs, Neo seemed to like this machine world for some reason because he's able to do anything. But the only thing that he didn't realize is that in the machine world that looks like a video game, that if you fall from off of a bridge or you fall from off of a building, you really bleed, and you could literally die. That's the only crazy thing about the whole situation. But what I loved about the whole situation was Neo himself was not convinced that he was the one. He's like, what do I have that nobody else have that you're after me? Morpheus now introduced him to this oracle. He says, the oracle, when you see her, she will let you know if you're whatever it is. He says, whatever she tell you is only for you. Let me take a look at you. She looked at his hands or whatever the case may be, looked at his features and stuff like that and said, yeah, you're not the one. You know what I'm saying? Neo is like, what are you talking about? I'm not the one. You know what I'm saying? Morpheus, make me take the red pill. I go through all this rebirth stuff. All this stuff is going on. And now I come to see you after you tell me about you. I'm supposed to be getting good news and you tell me I'm not the one. She says, yeah, it's a pickle. I'm so sorry about that. She says, and I know you probably feel terrible, but here, she gave him 3 cookies and said, take these cookies. And by the time you eat them in the morning, you're going to forget that you ever met me. And he never told Morpheus what the oracle said. That was the crazy part about it. So Morpheus is still going on and on and on. Yeah, Neo's the one, Neo's the one. Neo's now doubtful internally, And for some reason or another, he's conflicted because Morpheus is someone he don't want to break the bad news to because he's so optimistic about Neo being the one. But Neo's conflicted because he know what the oracle says, and then Morpheus tell him not to tell him anything that the oracle says, and so now he's between a rock and a hard place. You know what I'm saying? But what I thought that was so crazy about it was that for some reason, not only was there a part 1, but then there was a part 2, and then there was a part 3. And by the time part 3 came, Neo found his niche. You know what I'm saying? He found his niche. He decided to know, wait, I am the one after a while. Because after a while, stuff started to happen that caused him to feel obligated to do stuff about certain things that were going on. And that's the end all overall. But the reason why I'm saying this to y'all is because sometimes you got to hear a person tell you what you're not, even though you might believe that that's what you are, in order for what you know you are to come into fruition.